Well, welcome to Retired but Still Wired. What is that all about? Well, I'm not going to go into a long statement about why I'm doing this, other than the fact that I enjoy doing this and I enjoy making videos and I enjoy photography and I enjoy videography, cooking, gardening, hiking. Love to hike, and I just thought I'd share with you. It's not about views. It's not about making money. It's only about me having fun and including some friends with me and talking about it and seeing what we're going to do. Now, if by any chance I have to go, well, I got to go all of a sudden, you'll understand that I've got some plumbers here this morning doing some work, putting a new line in, yada, yada. Shout out to S&S Plumbing out of Lula, Georgia. These dudes are really good, and they're the guy that really impressed me. Well, actually, a couple of them impressed me, but this morning the guy impressed me with that backhoe, and I'm gonna tell you what, this guy's an artist. Where he dug that out with precision. Once again, it's S&S Plumbing out of Lula, Georgia. They can fix your plumbing needs real quick. One thing the guy passed on to me is instead of using Rid-X, which is fairly expensive, to kill the bacteria in your tank, buttermilk. Never heard of it. I've heard buttermilk does some weird stuff, but buttermilk, that's a great thing to kill the bacteria in your, or feed the bacteria, whatever it does something with bacteria, and it's a good thing. I don't know a diddly doo-doo about bacteria or plumbing or anything, and really don't want to know anything about it. I just want it to work when it goes down the sink. Anyway, I said something briefly about hiking. I'm a hiker. I love it. And I think the thing about hiking that I love so much is the fact that you can get to spots on a mountain where nobody else can see that unless they make the effort to get up there. And I'm not saying go out and do a 15-mile hike next week. I'm saying go do a hike, an easy hike. Research it, find it, ask me, and I can tell you some great hikes that are not that hard, that'll be very enjoyable. And all you got to do is let me know what you think. Or you got questions, I'm eager to answer them. Also today, I'm going to talk about gardening. I love gardening. I love growing stuff. I've got, I would say, 35 plus plants on my deck that I bring in every year and keep them inside. I've got a room upstairs that I make a spot for my plants during the winter. It's very difficult to keep them alive. You've got to really be on your toes to keep them alive through the winter. Funguses, bugs of all types that can get in there. Spider mites are the worst as far as I'm concerned. But we'll get into that sometime. I also have a garden in front of my house with just pretty plants, and I have a garden for my vegetables. And I grow right now. I've got going pinto beans, bush beans, pole beans, red potatoes, yellow squash, watermelon, cantaloupe, cucumbers. That's what I got going right now. I start everything in my greenhouse. I got a small greenhouse. It's about, I would say, 8 feet by 12 feet. And it gives me a spot to start everything. And then I start them in the little peat moss or whatever the little containers are made out of. I start them in those, and then I take those once they get up to about that tall, and I put them in the ground. But just to give you an idea of my garden, my vegetable garden, why don't I throw in a video for you right quick, and you can see what my vegetable garden's all about. beginning, starting to sprout in the greenhouse, all from seed. That's mostly tomatoes you're looking at. Next, I transplant them into different pots so they grow a little bit stronger. A lot of pots. Garden's ready to plant. Started planting. Let's see, let's get down here to the bottom so I can show you where everything is. That's watermelon, crimson sweet. That's watermelon, sugar baby, cantaloupe. That's a fig tree, it's just right there in the middle. And along through here, we got cucumbers. And then you come up one row, and that's butternut squash. Just down through here, so you get right here. And then you got eggplant, goes down through here for all you weird people out there who make weird videos. On the corners, got here, here, and here. I got lemon cucumber. The third row is the row for peppers. And right now, so far, I've got 2 poblano peppers. And then we start with the tomatoes. You better see it right there. That's a yellow plum. Then I got a bodacious hybrid, and to the right, I got another bodacious hybrid. Then we got a San Margino. Now to the right of it, another San Margino. Then we got what's my all-time favorite, Roma and Roma. Then we got Abe Lincoln. Then we got County Cop making a lot of noise. Then we got black crims right here and right here. And then I got yellow squash. Top one is crookneck, and the bottom one is straight neck. And what I got coming in here, along here on these rows, is going to be corn. Silver Queen. All these through here will be Silver Queen. And if you'll notice all these marigolds, I'm going, what the hell is he doing with all the marigolds? Well, what I'm doing is keeping the damn deer out. This is a feeding ground for deer. I really don't want to shoot any of them, so I just put marigolds out, and that kind of runs them off. It helps anyway. But that is my garden. That's right, folks, that's corn. You got some blooms on there. This webcast is brought to you by William Lofton Photography. They can be found at williamlofton.com. Offering event residential portraiture at williamlofton.com. Well, that gives you an idea of what my garden's all about. My yard's on a slope, so I figured I'd make my garden on a slope. Tiled, or there's a word for that I can't think of it right now. Terrace. It's a terrace garden. That's what they call it. Anyway, that's kind of give you a general idea of my garden and what I planned on doing. That was from either last year or year before last. But I do it annually. Well, let's see. What else we're going to be talking about here? Cooking. That behind me is that's my certification as a certified chef de cuisine. Now, what's a chef de cuisine? Who's like the number 2 guy in a kitchen, in a big kitchen? That was not easy to get. It took me basically 3 or 4 years to accomplish it once I started. Just through the American Culinary Federation, and it's recognized worldwide as the culinary association to talk to. Anyway, I cooked for 31 years in various places. Let's see, I was in Virginia, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, and I think that's about it. But gonna throw some videos up on some cooking, and if you've got any recipes that you're really interested in learning, well, give me a shout out. Let me know what you think. Anyway, I know this is a short one, but like I said, I've got plumbers out there working, and I'm going to do it yourselfer, so I got to get involved. But if you like the show, let me know, and next time we'll be a little bit longer, maybe talk about a little bit of photography, where I went to Gwinnett Technical College for 2 years to get my photography diploma, and describe some of the hiking ventures I've done, and maybe show a video on that. But until next week, 11 o'clock a.m., I'll end it with that.